Thank you for watching this class. I'm excited to get started and help you create more comedy. This first lesson is all about brainstorming and developing your idea. Define what content you want to make. Maybe it's a sketch, maybe it's a web series, a short film, or a TV pilot. Whatever it is, try to figure it out by the end of today if you haven't already. If you're unsure, just pick one for now so you can keep moving forward. Your idea might change later, and that's fine. Broad City is one of my favorite TV shows, and Broad City started as a web series before it got picked up by Comedy Central for a TV show. Abby Jacobson and Alana Glazer did 26 webisodes, ranging from 2 to 5 minutes. Most of them were about 2.5 minutes. My newest movie, Love at First Spite, is in post-production, but this movie was originally a TV show idea. I wrote it as a TV pilot first, and then I kept getting the same note by different people that it should be a movie. So it became a movie. Your type of media can change later, but for now, just choose something. And keep in mind, the shorter the type of media it is, the shorter the time it will take to produce. Producing a sketch will take no time compared to producing a movie. Let's talk about money or lack thereof. The approach I will take for most of this class is you have little or no money to make your content, because I've been there for most of my sketches, short films, and web series. But guess what? Having no money is a good thing. It makes you right with parameters. If you do have some money for your content, awesome. But this is my point. Use what you already have. If you want to produce your content, then write with the resources you already have. Let's say you want to star in your own web series. Well, you know what you can do. If you can cook, maybe you want to write your own comedy cooking show. I had a friend who loved to cook and also loved 420, so he combined his two favorite love interests into an online cooking show called Freshly Baked with Bud Leaf. We had a mutual friend who was great at producing and already had a camera and mics, so the only thing they had to pay for was the cost of food. Broad City starred two funny women who wanted to write and produce their own material, and that's what they did. If you watch those webisodes, they look like they cost practically nothing. As a kid, I loved Wrigley gum. I used to buy all 5 flavors and stack one piece of each flavor and would chew a giant 5-flavor piece of gum. I was a weird kid, and as a weird adult, I had the idea to give these gum flavors a personality, like the M&M characters. And I also love Nickelodeon's Stick Stickly. So I created a web series called Wrigley Friends. The actors led their voices to this project for free. The only thing this series cost me was the price of gum and materials we used to make mini sets. And we built these sets inside cardboard boxes and shoe boxes. Jerry Seinfeld and Ray Romano were great at stand-up and already did bits about certain everyday things. They then took these bits and developed them into TV episode ideas. Again, use what you already have, whatever that is. Think about locations you have. Do you have an uncle with a fancy house? Do you know a park that's pretty empty most days? Do you work somewhere where the boss is cool with you filming there? Kevin Smith wrote and produced Clerks because he worked inside a convenience store, and he got permission to film there during the night when the store was closed. If you don't have a lot of locations, that's fine. Use the ones you got, or maybe don't use any at all. In 2020, nobody could film anything outside because of the pandemic. I lived in Hollywood, and most of the year, I couldn't leave my apartment, so I decided to write and direct an entire feature film via Zoom. The result is a Christmas film titled Christmas Staycation. I'm pretty proud of this film, and it still makes me laugh. I also found distribution for it and made all the money back that I put into it and then some. Plus, filming on Zoom is a lot faster than filming in real life. If you do happen to have money for the comedy content you want to create, then make sure you use it wisely. And still, think of the parameters of what you can afford. After this lesson, write down a list of all the resources you have at your disposal already. For locations, maybe just walk around your neighborhood and take pictures of possible locations you could film. Here's a cool little tip. Sundays are the chillest days to film. During the week, most people have work. Saturdays, people plan parties and events. But Sundays are pretty laid back. Whenever I film something, I look at Sundays because most people are off work and people are generally in a good mood. After you make a list of possible locations and other resources at your disposal, think about your characters. Think about a type of character you could have a lot of fun writing. Keep in mind, the smaller the number of characters, the fewer people you have scheduled on set. When I was 23, I had 2 roommates, and we all loved old Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton films. So we created an online series that was an homage to these films. My roommate Matthew and I starred in it, and our other roommate produced and directed it. Our series was called Orville versus Pedro. The episodes were 1 minute long, and we edited them all together. It cost us practically nothing but the cost of gas. All the props we used were props we already had in our apartment. Find your concept. After brainstorming characters, resources, and what type of media it is, brainstorm what your idea and concept are. Maybe you already know, but if you don't, spend an hour doing this. If you're the star, think about what you're good at, your gifts and talents. If you have a talented friend, think about what they're good at. Think about the strengths and resources you already have or they already have. Play to those strengths. Once you get a better sense of the concept, keep brainstorming different angles for it. Say it's a sketch. What's the game in the sketch? If it's a web series, what are some ideas for different episodes? If it's a TV pilot or movie, what are a few scenes that can take place? After you land on your idea and define what it is, sketch, series, film, or TV pilot, come up with a logline. A logline is a very short synopsis of the idea that you can easily pitch to your potential cast and crew. Make this 30 words or less. Your logline might change later, but for today, write something down. If you want a better idea at a logline, use IMDb and look at the short synopsis that's written for every film and TV show there. The logline for my web series, Monster Therapy, is monsters and their spouses work on relationships and marriage therapy. This is exactly what I said to people as I pitched it to them. I would then give them examples, like how Jason's wife wants him to get rid of his old ratty hockey mask, or how the children of the corn grew up and now they're adults of the corn, and how the wives are sick of living in the same vegetable. Brainstorm a bunch and have fun, but remember, try using what you already have, and then come up with a logline.